Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me up in here, up in here.
Yeah, play that music for one more second. Here at the Wilbur Theater, we keep it high-tech, folks. A wired microphone, and occasionally it pops out. How we doing? How you doing? Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for coming out. Before I get started, I just want to say that it's cool that you're at a show at the Wilbur Theater on a Saturday night. That's a very cool thing. Yes. But what I also want to mention is that you are at a special show, right? Because the Wilbur Theater has been here for over 100 years, and a lot of great comedians have had big shows here and have filmed specials here. But tonight, something different is happening, because usually Boston comics like myself, we get the opportunity to open for a big comedian who's from like New York or LA. And tonight, for the very first time in literally a century, the headliner is an unsigned, independent, local comedian from Boston. And you did that. Yes. Truly, it's a thrill, man. I'll be your host tonight. My name's Alex Giampapa. I help produce the show with a great team called Comedy Party. And we started, thank you. Thanks. Thank you. We started doing comedy shows 5 years ago in a backyard in Brighton. And tonight, we're at the Wilbur Theater. Yeah. And then next week, back in the backyard. Life's a roller coaster. Oh, but it's exciting, man. Then our special guest is Janelle Draper as well. And it's just, yeah, man. It's going to be one to remember. It's going to be one to remember. And judging from the crowd, some of you will not remember it at all. This is fun. So let's meet some folks. So who's here? Do we have single people? Clap it up. Yep. Wonderful. And then do we have people in relationships? Clap it up. Yep. Yep. If you're just having sex sometimes. Yep. Yeah. Okay. If you're not having sex, married people too. Come on. Yeah. Oh, my God. It's fun, man. So we got a good mix of folks here. That's good. It's exciting, man, because, like, you know, dating has changed a lot over time, right? Like, since Me Too, it was up to young men to figure out what the new proper way to approach women is. I was talking to my friend about this. She was like, okay, here's the rule. If you can say it to your mom, you can say it to a woman on the street. So I was walking up to women on the street and saying, I love you. And I need money. I know. And then most people now just meet online. Did anyone here meet online? Okay, there was no one, and I was like, that seems statistically impossible. Very good. All right, right here. You guys met online? What website or app did you guys use? Bumble. Oh, very nice. That's one of the classy person ones. Yeah. That's why they were willing to offer it up. Yeah. Did anyone, like one time I met a couple and they were like, we met on Tinder. And I was like, wow, how long have you been together? And they were like, 3 years. And I was like, wow, you did Tinder wrong. The ideal relationship time with someone you meet on Tinder is 20 minutes. Really, truly. That's wonderful. Glad it's working out because, like, dude, you met her on Grindr? That's not how that works. Yeah. Have you guys slept together yet? Because you're in for a big surprise. Good stuff. But that's the thing, most people meet online now, especially young people. I was never good at that. All the dating profiles that I would see would always be like a bad quote and then your astrological sign, right? Like one time I saw one and it was like, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. And then under that it said, I'm a Cancer. Sometimes jokes write themselves. my God. But she, she was attractive, so. Right? And people always tighten up when I say that, because in America, we are so scared to admit that, look, when someone's attractive, their personality doesn't matter that much. Like, dude, yeah, it's a real thing. You don't have to get weird about it. Like, for real. Like, it's crazy. In America, we've had very progressive conversations about racial privilege and sexual privilege, but we are scared to talk about hot privilege. Oh, yeah, you can't sit there and deny that the sexier you are, the more rights you have. Yeah. Oh, dude, there's plenty of people sitting here right now who have hot privilege and don't even know it. You just have to look for the signs. Like, for example, if you've smoked weed a bunch of times, but you have no idea how much weed costs, congratulations, you're beautiful. I enjoy marijuana myself. Anyone else? All right, some cool people up here, a lot of cops. I enjoy, for the record, medical marijuana. Yeah, because it's medicinal, so it's good for me. Yeah. So instead of calling it getting high, just call it getting better. Yeah. If I'm being real with you guys, I'm feeling a little bit better right now. Yeah. Because this morning I got better as fuck. The giggles so you know it's authentic. The dispensaries are hilarious, right? Because they take every single aspect of it super seriously as a medical situation, except for one thing. They never changed any of the ridiculous names of the weed. So you go in there with a doctor, and he's like, all right, Alex, what we're going to do for you here is give you something that's high in CBD. It's also going to release any sort of neural tension you're feeling. So we're going to go ahead and prescribe you the skunk bottom diesel. It's like if your doctor gave you antidepressants and was like, they're called no more boo-boo yum-yums. Is that okay? Still good for you. Yeah. I like edibles too, or as I like to call it, being 100% grass-fed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's so funny, man. Like, my favorite time of year is Halloween, because all the local news stations run that same story, where they're like, watch out, your kids could be trick-or-treating, and someone might give them candy laced with marijuana. And it's like, let me tell you something as a guy who buys candy laced with marijuana. I'm not giving it to anybody. Especially not any fucking kids. You can't give drugs to kids. They haven't earned them yet. I don't know, man. It's a racket. I get bugged out in general, I think mostly with like technology. Because like, hey man, let me tell you this. When you get a server coming around tonight, please tip them big. Seriously, do that. Because, yeah, sure. Because like, we were out of work for a couple years, and you can't bartend on Zoom. Like, dude, we were doing stand-up comedy on Zoom. It was awful. Like, imagine the show, but everyone laughing at different speeds. So stupid. And then we came back, and we're doing shows, and some of the audience members are wearing masks. And, like, people were complaining, and I was like, that's fine. At this point, doing comedy for a masked audience is like having sex with a condom on. I still want to do it. And this is safe. It's better than me doing it alone in front of my laptop, you know what I'm saying? But the technology, it freaks me out. I don't know. I didn't like that the website that everybody decided to go on when we had this thing happen was Facebook. Yeah, what are you, Mark Zuckerberg? Shut up. Facebook is a website that everyone uses and nobody enjoys. No one on Facebook.com is having a good time. Like, dude, it is shocking to me that just with the amount of unnecessary information that I have to see on Facebook, that they give you a like button and a mad button and a sad button, but there's still no doesn't give a shit button. Yeah, which I would use way more. People are like, ignore the post. I don't want to ignore the post. I want them to know I don't give a shit about it. Yeah. Yeah, like when people are like, just accepted a big job offer. Alex Giampapa doesn't give a shit. Nice to let them know. The craziest thing I ever heard was that actually Mark Zuckerberg, the guy that like made Facebook, was going to try to run for president, which is terrifying. Because if that guy got nominated, that guy would win, because that guy has access to everything we've ever done on Facebook. Which means that guy has blackmail on everyone. Because what are you going to do? You're going to log on, you're going to post your political opinion, you're going to be like, I'm not voting for Mark Zuckerberg, and then you're going to get a message from Mark Zuckerberg. One of those Facebook memories coming back to haunt you. Yeah. It's going to be like, on this day, 8 years ago, you looked at your hot cousin's profile 87 times. And you're going to be like, this is an invasion of my privacy. And Facebook's going to be like, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't give a shit. Sure. Oh, it's a wild one, man. I'm going to bring up some more comedians in a second, but I'm going to do a few more for you here. It's really a crazy thing, really, like with social media, because they take a lot of our information, and I don't know how good the information is. Because I feel like people are very fake on social media, right? Like I'm on LinkedIn with all the guys I went to college with, and they're all pretending to be professional adults. It's always like, do you want to endorse Brandon Johnson for business management? And it's like, all I can tell you about that guy is that he loves Adderall and still owes me $40. Yeah. I think the craziest app is Venmo. If you don't know what Venmo is, it's an app that you use to pay people. When you pay people, you have to give a reason. So if it's something illegal, you have to lie. And I'm just like now hoping they never go back through the Venmo transactions. Because I was never very careful back in college days. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, hey, Alex, we're looking back at a few things here. And it says that on April 23rd of 2013 at 3 a.m., you spent $80 on pizza? Yeah, it was a late night. I was super hungry. Okay, but then it says here that at 4 a.m., 1 hour after that, you spent $80 on pizza? Bit of a pizza head, I guess. Okay, but then it says here that at 5 a.m., you spent $80 on pizza? Parentheses, LOL cocaine? You know, I didn't think I could do a cocaine joke, and then you guys really went for the weed jokes. And I was like, they're cool, I could up the ante. Yeah. Like the weed jokes were gateway jokes. Thank you. That's very nice. That's very nice. Yeah, man, I mean, I think we're living in a great world. I think we're living in a very interesting time. I will say this, because it's a controversial time. People are okay with progress, I think, in general. I do comedy all over. What people don't like is when it doesn't make sense. Right. And the only reason I say this is because everywhere I go now, there are all-gender bathrooms. And personally, I'm in favor of them because of the emotional support that women offer in the bathroom. See, dude, sometimes I'll walk by a women's bathroom and very faintly I'll just hear, "You're amazing." And I'm always like, that would never happen in my bathroom. I just think that when you write that out on the door, all gender bathroom, just in the interest of time, you could also write bathroom. Right, because every bathroom is an all-gender bathroom until you say anything else. Like, dude, we had an all-gender bathroom at my house growing up. We weren't progressive, we just didn't care. Not caring is the most progressive thing you can do. Like, dude, whether my kid comes out to me as gay or bi or straight, I'm gonna be like, gross. And if they post about it, it's gonna be like, look, Alex Giampapa doesn't give a shit.